Okay, I'll keep everyone on mute. Okay. Or else I have kept my doubts before starting. You can ask, or let me keep everyone. So this is complete shell scripting course. This is not Linux batch or AWS or DevOps batch. This is shell scripting. Okay. So you can unmute and ask, or else I'll try to keep everyone on mute and let me start. So yeah, you can ask Dinesh. What are your doubts? It will be around 30 hours. Okay. I'll give you some time to unmute. Okay. You can unmute and ask. Yeah, you can unmute and ask. What are your doubts?
Yeah. Hi, Shankar. Is this only shell scripting or Linux admin plus shell scripting?
Linux admin class will be held at 9 o'clock.
Oh,
But
so shell scripting and Linux admin are separate two branches, is it?
yes.
Okay.
Because
Because in the post you had sent WhatsApp, you said there is one separate link, not link, line item called admin Linux admin plus shell scripting.
but batches will be held on a separate note. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is not convenient for me to convert or to write shell scripts from day one itself. Okay. So today we will have just introduction. Okay, like some basic things. From afterwards we'll try to have. But let me start.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So guys, shell scripting or anything is very much required in all of your journey. One is shell scripting. Okay. For sure, you need to know any of your scripting. I don't restrict or PowerShell scripting. Okay. Or Python scripting. Okay. Python scripting. At least you should know. Okay. For sure, you will be having greater edge. Okay. For sure, you will be having a decent market once you know all of the things, any one of the things in a decent manner. So that is the reason. So actually, this one is regarding, like, it is class 1 itself. I'll try to write. Okay, who have joined late, not a problem. Class 1, 13, 11, 2023. Okay, so generally, okay, scripting, like, what is shell is, shell is a compiler or an interpreter. Okay, shell is nothing but a compiler or an interpreter. What system understands is, okay, I'll try to tell you, I'll try to take up your doubts, guys, but it is introduction itself. You try to understand. I'll try to take each and every one doubt at the last. Okay, this is something, a computer or a hardware, or how the hierarchy will be. So this is your like outer layer. Let us assume this is your outer layer, guys. Okay, this is all of your script. Like the second layer you will be having. Let me. Okay, this is your hardware, guys. This is your hardware on rough node. Okay, hardware. It is your hardware, and before that you will try to have hardware in the sense CPU, RAM, and all of the things, and this is kernel. Okay, this is okay, and this is afterwards you will try to have. Okay, and all of this we will try to have shell. Okay, shell in this is called as shell. So shell is basically used in order to. Sorry guys, this is shell, and on top of your kernel you will be having. I'll try to take another part of this. I'll try to write here. Not a problem. It is not working. Must Okay, not a problem. This is something. The last one is called as commands, guys. Okay. Whenever you try to give, okay, whenever you try to execute any of your things, you will be getting this. Okay. Commands will be executed on top of your. Okay. This is something called as utilities. This you will be calling it as commands. Okay, so this is called as command. So here we will try to have different number of shells. Okay, shell is nothing but which tries to convert all of your things from high level to low level. It is a compiler which tries to compile. Our system is able to understand only some of the concepts, binary concepts, which are nothing but ones, zeros, only those sort of things. Compiler or interpreter. On a technical note, people call it as, okay, in this fashion, which is, and also in technical note, people call it as from assembly to mission level. Okay, in this fashion, it will try to convert, it will try to say, or on rough note, you can understand from low level to high level and high level to low level. Okay, it converts all of your instructions from all of your things. Okay. So basically this shell you will be having different shells. Okay, in Linux we will be having ksh shell, okay, zsh, con. Okay, so different fish. Okay, many of these things, but bash is mostly widely used. Okay, bash is called born again shell. Okay, So lot many advantages will be there whenever you try to talk, whenever you try to deal with respect to bash or any other thing. So bash is called as like it can try to remember up to 10,000 commands history. Okay, whenever I try to execute, you try to see history. Okay, so something on a clear note, it tries to remember all of the history, 21, 22, all of. But and also it is like shell is very advanced when you can write any of the things, whatever it is needed, whatever it is not needed, all of those things you can have. But in other shells, and if you try to see up arrow, if you try to give the previous executed up arrow, okay, you will be getting the history, like last executed command, last executed command. Okay, you will be getting, and many advantages, like if you try to give control plus e, you will be going to last, right? And if you try to give control plus a, you will try to come to beginning. Okay, line beginning. Okay, and if you try to give control plus k, you will try to remove from remove the things from cursor starting point. Okay, all of these things. So if you try to see up arrow I'm giving, and I'm giving control a, okay, it comes to be, and control k, it tries to remember. So if you try to see, okay, zsh, if you try to give, it goes to zsh not found. So let me install yum install zsh. So if you try to see all of your shell cat etc shells, under this shells will be there for you, all this called as shells. Okay, bin slash bash or whatever the shells you are having in your operating system. Okay, this shell is responsible. Okay, this shell will convert all of your low level. So if you try to write some C language, if you try to write some of the other languages, what generally do, okay, system can't understand, this will be converted into low level and it will try to execute step by step. Okay, compiler or shell will be executing, point to remember guys, note. Okay, line by line. If you have any of the C program, okay, all these things, how these things will be understandable by system, you will have compiler or an interpreter, and that is called as shell. Okay, if you try to see, all the shortcuts will be there in see this bash shell and many other things. So if you try to install now, yum install zsh hyphen y. So let me, okay, let me give root. Okay, sudo, I'm executing as normal user. Okay, sudo. Now if you try to see cat etc shells, okay, so these now shell zsh shell was also installed. Prior you don't have. So zsh, okay, prior. Now if you want to enter into that shell, okay, in order to execute any of the things, you need to execute via one shell. Execute via one shell you should have. That can be zsh or that can be bash or anything. So if you want to see, okay, if you want to see what shell you are using or whatever, so you can get into that shell. Okay, how do you get into that shell? Okay, how do you get into that shell? Zsh, directly shell name you will try to give, or any name. Okay, zsh, I am in. Okay, type any of the parentheses. Okay, okay, let me go here. It is mobile system will be clear. Type one of the, okay, okay, now you are under zsh shell. Okay, if you try to give echo dollar shell, okay, this is one of the inbuilt variable guys. We'll try to talk what are variables and in detail. Okay, if you try to say, this is default shell, which helps you out in order to get how to see what default shell you are using. Okay, echo Answer is echo dollar shell is one thing. Okay. And if you want to see how do you change that shell name, you can give an enter. Shell name and you can give enter. Okay. So and after that, like how do you need one shell, okay, to you need to execute via one shell any command. Okay. So and what is this is default shell, and what is the shell that you are using is this is your homework, guys. What is the shell that you are using currently? What is the command you need to execute in order to get that you need to tell me, okay, tomorrow. And but on rough note you will be, so like on rough note you can understand shell. Okay, shell is a interface. Shell is an interface between who and who, guys? Oh, sorry, I had not given unmute option, right? So, okay, not a problem. Basically, it is an interpreter. Shell is an interface, or you can say execute or run your commands. Okay. Mm, it is a interface. Okay, it is an interface between. Okay, like in the Unix or Linux or Ubuntu or any flavor of Linux, it is an interface. So there are like different shells. You will be having different types of shells. Bash is one mostly wise used shell, and you will be having sh shell, and you will be having C shell, and you will be having some Z shell, K shell. K we will be calling that as corn shell. Okay, and you will be having fish shell. You will be having still water where the Z shell, right? So all this, it is a similar concept. Like okay, so if you want to see like what is the version of your shell, if you want to see, the version of your shell, okay, you will be using, okay, like complete path hyphen version. If you try to give, that gives you the things. Okay, so for example bin slash bash. Okay, I'll try to write in mobile xterm bin slash bash hyphen version. If you try to give you, okay. Oh, it's a bad search. Okay. Okay, you will be getting. So if you try to give exit, the terminal gets changed. You can see it is something like this. In ZSH, it is something like this. Okay. So and how do you get these things? I'll try to increase. Okay, if you try to give USR bin. Okay, if you try to see which, everything comes from which ls, it is something bin. Okay, everything is a script, guys. Everything is a shell script. If you try to see cat bin and ls, it is script. It is script. Okay, so if you try to see ls bin, all these things were scripts, shell scripts. Okay, this is all these things executable shell script. If you want to execute that, you should have permission. Okay, to try to, these were all the commands which are used to like only root user can execute this shell scripts, and these scripts on rough node people call it as commands. So if you try to delete rm hyphen d rm and all of your bin and binary ls, from next time ls command will not be worked. Okay, so date or anything pwd ls, all these things are shell scripts. People generally denote with sh to identify that it is a, that identify that it is a shell script. Okay, that it is a shell script, but it is not mandatory. It is not hard and fast condition. Hard and fast condition will not be there. Okay, so like you need to have an extension .sh, something like that. Okay, so if date, okay, okay, user add, okay, and ls cd, all these things are shell scripts, guys. It is a script. Okay, it is a script, and which tries to use, and like if you want to see version complete path, you will try to give, so something us. So you can know complete path by giving which java. Okay, so let's say which java. Okay, no java, m search java. Okay, let me take up any of the things. Yum install. Similarly, how do you see the version of java? Anything whatever you install which goes to here, right, where it got installed, all of the things you will be able to see. Oh my god, it is taking time. Anything you should not buy hard, guys. Okay, in order to be very strong, and we will try to start everything from the scratch, and we'll try to go to advanced scripts. Okay, so what we have written, how these things should be working, how like this place, and basic scripting, basic linux commands you know. But once again we'll try to understand what are all basic commands that you need, all of this thing. Let me duplicate meanwhile. Okay, so which java, if you try to see this one. Okay, or which jvm. Okay, uh, or java hyphen, I thought jvm is okay. So whatever you tree, complete path of that you need to give, and version you need to. So everything in shell scripts, okay, everything in shell script, guys, what from where it tries to get started, everything gets started from bin slash bash. What is this called as? Bin slash forward slash, and after that bin slash bash. So this line we are indicating, we are using this shell to compile. Okay, to compile the script. This is called as shebang line. If you don't try to give as well, from default shell it tries to compile. Okay, so how do you exit? This is called as a shebang line. Shebang line, where we will be telling which shell we need to use. You can use like completely, okay, like directly stating that like I can use this usr, okay, and like after that bin slash zs. So there is no wrong, okay, but bash shell we'll try to use in order to have advanced mail. So how do you execute your shell script? So sh and your file name. Okay, file name you will try to give. Okay, or you can give chmod plus x, okay, and all of your file name. shells should have executable permissions, guys. Okay, shell should have the script should have executable permissions in order to execute or run that particular script. Okay, that is how you will try to have. Okay, so chmod and after that plus x you need to give, and then you need to run that. How do you run that? This is temporary. Okay, whenever you try to give the permissions or don't give, that will work, but it is not a good practice. But it is not good practice. Okay, so that is the reason we'll try to go ahead in this fashion. So how do you do this now? Chmod and after that dot forward slash and your file name, if you try to give, this will work. Basically we try to write a script in order to automate, guys, automate all of your things. Okay, automate all of it. Let me see, chat is being going. Is there any specific meaning to? Okay, to everyone. Yeah, that is general syntax, user and kernel. Okay, hi sir, can you please increase your volume of mic? Okay, am I not audible? Okay, am I audible or not, guys? On a clear note. Okay, which is not a good practice. Ch mode. Okay, no, only sh command with file name is not a good practice to have. Okay, right? Okay, fine. So in order to, for log rotation or many of the things, in order to do whatever it might be. So let us in order to have permanent as well. Okay, you might be learning with respect to bash rc or export. Okay, in order to have permanent kind of variables or add the path bash profile or export all this command, how to export part to system, that is okay. So in that fashion you can make some of your but if that is different story. Okay, whenever you want, this is something we will try to have. Okay, this one will not try to have. Okay, I have written here, will will work, but it is not a good practice. See this and ask questions. Okay, so which is not good practice for ch mode is good practice. Ch mode and permissions you need to give, and you need to run all of your scripts. Okay, so let me write some sample things. Okay, so like let's write sample shell script. Okay, basically echo, right? Echo with only basic things we'll try to start. Echo is something which we will try to use. Echo is something resound, right? Whatever we try to give. Printf, in people generally call it as printf in C. Okay, scanf, printf c out, console dot write dot log. Okay, in .NET, and print in Python, right? So you'll have different syntaxes with respect to different languages in Python, Go, or Ruby, right? So similarly we'll try to use echo. Okay, and printf is also supported. Printf is also supported in shell. We'll try to see, but yeah, so it depends, guys. So let's say that you are writing or echo like let's say bin /bin/ bash. This is syntax, guys, directly echo welcome to shell script, right? This is okay. Now let me execute. I'll try to open vim temp first shell script shell.sh with an extension I'll try to give. Okay, but it is not mandatory. I'll try to paste. Okay, so Okay. So if you try to see now sh first shell, it will execute. Where is your file? Complete path you need to give. First, okay, unexpected. Why you are getting this error, guys? Let me check. You are not attaching. You will be getting. You are not enclosing your things. Now, if you try to see, the welcome to shell scripting you are getting. But if you try to go to cd temp and start ls, okay, first shell script, it will not execute because first shell dot sh, right? Permission denied. Why you are getting this is, so basically you'll have permission, right? Permissions for all of your, let me save this. This is just to, for reference, guys, because many of the people after, like after fourth class, fifth class, they are forgetting. That is the reason. Okay. So if you try to see now, you need to give permission. Generally, we know all of the things will be depending, like generally three things you will be having. First is something like user or owner, right? For file and directory, we'll try to speak on a very fast note because if you don't know this, it is very difficult. Why we need all of the things, okay? I'm very bad in drawings, don't mind. Okay, so let's say this is a file, guys. This is a file and this is a directory. Okay, for file, what is like read, write, execute permissions will be having for anything. So read value is something 2 power 2, right? It is equal to 4. 4 is the default value you will be getting. Okay, something, and after that write is something 2 power 1. It is nothing but 2. Okay, and execute permissions. Execute permissions are nothing but 1, guys. Execute. So 2 power 1. Okay, sorry, 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1 itself. Okay, so you need to change all of your things. Okay, for file, what is the thing you will have? For file, you will be having what is the read permission is nothing but cat, right? right? And for this, write permissions are nothing but vim. Anything regards to modification, any modification, you can't rename or anything if you don't have write access. Okay, and for execute, it is nothing but shell. Okay, okay, you can run a script. Okay, this is shell script running, you can assume. Execute permissions, if you don't have, you will not be able to run the particular script, guys. For directory, what is the read permission? Ls. Okay, and for this, what is the thing of writing? Okay, rm. Okay, you can not have rmdi or any modifications, you can assume. Okay, modifications. And for this, it is execute permissions is nothing but cd. Okay, execute, you can't go, this is basic permission. So basically you'll have three permissions for three users. Okay, ls hyphen lrth, if you try to see, these three are used for these three. This one indicates, as we all know, I'm just trying to tell. I'll have a crisp on this, not in detail. So this is nothing but type of your file. This is read write execute permissions per user or owner. These second three are read write execute permissions per group, and this is for others. Okay, whenever you try, you'll not have read permissions, you can't have execute or write permissions. Try to remember, because write permissions in the sense you need to open that file and write. So let's say I have this file. Okay, let's have, like I'm closing and I need to open this, I need to open this, I need to open this. Okay, then after opening that, I can edit. Editing is vim. I need to open first. First, I need to have cat permissions. Then I need to have read write permissions. Then I'll try to have execute. So for this, you need to have execute permissions and all of that. Then, like, who is this? This is something ACL. These are nothing but number of links, right? This is nothing but user or like who is the user or group owner. Okay, user group owner, and this is nothing but size. Okay, this is size, and this is nothing but date when it got, and this is file name, right? We all know, right? But I'll try to have this as well, because something. Okay, so let me give chmod plus x. Okay, and all of your first shell. Okay, then now you can execute. Then after first, now you are able to execute, right? Before that, I got error, permission denied. After giving the permissions, I am getting this. Okay, you are getting green color. Okay, execute permissions are been getting. So if you try to see, okay, you can give 777 if you want, or you can give a plus x. Everyone, a is nothing but all. For everyone, we are getting the permission. So okay, so let me write now some of the shell scripts. So basically echo will be having different things, guys. Okay, to execute characters, we will be, okay, to execute any of the special characters in echo, you need to use hyphen e option. Okay, hyphen e option with echo you need to use in order to execute special permissions. Sorry, special, what we call special characters. Okay, so you will be using like special characters, what you will try to have. Okay, forward slash, reverse slash, then it is nothing but new line. Okay, you'll be having forward like these things. Okay, you'll be calling it as tab. For tab is equal to 4 spaces or 8, depending upon your operating system, which is nothing but horizontal. Horizontal is nothing but like this, right? Horizontal is like this, vertical is like this, up and down. Okay, horizontal tab. And you'll be using like V, vertical tab. Okay. R, carriage return or carriage back, we'll try to call, right? And for bell sound, we will be not getting as it is remote option. Okay. Something, yeah, you will have still number of things. Man, you can say, and you can have all of your things there. And T, you will have V. Okay, you can have B as well. Okay, which is nothing but backspace. Okay, all of your things, echo hyphen N something is used to trial the next line to the current line. So let me execute all of your things. Okay, so like if you want, and guys, please try to remember, we'll try to execute. Okay, or else echo hyphen N. Okay, I'll try to say this is sample. So you are getting right, appending you are getting. Okay, if you try to give backslash and after that N, if you try to give, okay, it will not work. You need to use E. Whenever you are trying to use E, it will work. Okay. Sundar, can you, like you are trying to draw what they are doing. Guys, a man, echo, you can say. Okay, all these things you'll be getting. Okay, hyphen N, trial A, L, or D, backspace. Okay, whatever it will be. We'll try to use echo, head, tail in all of our real-time scripts. Head, tail, whenever we are trying to send logs. Okay, echo something on rigorous node, echo, enter some of the input and all of those. So let me take some of your questions. Okay, not close. Okay. Do you have any doubts? You can unmute. Okay. Uh, yeah, guys. Do you have any doubts up to now? Guys, you can unmute and talk. I had given you an option to unmute.
Yeah, okay. So you see, for this echo hyphen and this is sample. What is the file? So you've created the file. This is sample, or you just wrote this because no, yeah, it's been printed. Yeah, okay, it's been printed because I don't know. So you're not using Bash, are you?
No, echo is just to have, you can add this script. Okay. You can add the same line in all of your script, or you can have directly print here itself. Now I just had print and slash n is for new line. Or else if you don't, if you are trying to include any of your things, okay, these type things we will be calling it as special one, right? What we'll try to call it as special characters.
Yeah, but you know, on the one before, it didn't print. You know, it did print the N, and then the one after, the NE, or it treated it the special character. Okay, fine.
Yeah, whenever you want to execute special characters, you need to use hyphen E.
Yeah.
Okay. So N is used in order to print to next line. N is used print next line. But whenever you want to, so let me show you.
No, but what I'm saying is there is no special character because it's just this is sample, but there is way
No,
for
this is special character, right? Hyphen backslash N.
But it's not being printed, is it?
It is printing in next line, right? If you don't try to use hyphen E, what happens? Whenever you want to use, what is getting? This is getting printed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this makes sense. But you know, when there is the N, the N is missing next
Echo
line.
we will try to talk in detail tomorrow. But as of now, if you want to execute any of your special character, try to remember any of your special characters, you need to use -e. Okay. So we will try
fine.
to take some scripts, and it is in day one itself. I don't want to write scripts and type. So let me have some of the variables, how to define all of these things. I'll try to tell. From tomorrow, we'll try to write in detail scripts of all of the things. Okay, first you can remember echo is something which tries to produce the output. Okay, whenever you want to execute special characters, we will try to use -e option, echo -e, any message with special characters. Okay, so
Yeah. Just one thing is,
no, no,
when
no,
you combine both of them, N and E,
sorry.
it's when you combine both of them, N and E.
Yes, these were any things you can combine. Echo,
Yes. But there's no difference between when you have this NE and when you have just this
echo command we will try to see tomorrow moment. End to
okay,
end.
fine.
Okay. It is on day one itself, you will be confused. Lot many other people. If I try to say echo and write all of these scripts, you will be confused. I don't want anyone to. We'll start from beginning and we'll try to see tomorrow. I'll try to write what are all the things. So if I try to write directly echo, okay. If I like let's say echo x, echo like let's say x is equal to 25 and echo $x. Okay, so we'll try to see tomorrow how you can use echo, but in detail we'll try to write some of the things. Let me keep. Yeah, I'll try to take up all of your questions. If you forget all of your echo, and these were some special characters you try to remember. Okay, so something we'll try to understand how you can define all of your variables and data types. Okay, data types in shell script, how you will try to do all of the things we'll try to. Okay, defining variable or variable values or something variables. So how we will try to have x is equal to something 5. Okay, this itself is correct. Other than that, like if you try to give x space equal to 5, this is invalid. X equal to space 5, this is invalid. Okay, variable is something that you will try to have two types of operators, guys. Assignment operators, okay, and comparison operators. Okay, we'll try to see comparison operators at a later point, but you can assume assignment operators are nothing but now 5 is getting stored. Now 5 is getting stored in x. So whenever I try to say echo and print it, you will be getting this. Okay, let me take a screenshot. uh, this is incorrect. This is also incorrect. And like if you want to display, how you will try to say echo $x. If you try to give, it just prints what you have printed. Okay, whatever you had given, you will be getting. So if you want to get exact output, okay, you need to place two columns something before that, and you need to close it, and you need to have dollar in between. So then you will be getting all of your output. Correct, this is to print value and echo, and we'll try to use variables in real time, guys. That is the reason I'm trying to tell. And you'll try to use dollar. and you will try to use double braces. Okay, this will also give you the correct output. So this is something note. Okay, what is this? Echo $X, just like this. Okay, this also prints, I guess. Yeah, it prints echo $X itself. So print value. Even this supports. Let me. Yeah, it is giving, right? Single character will not give. Okay, just echo X or single braces, echo single braces of X. Okay, with dollar will not give. Okay, single brace, single colon, and just like this will not give you. I'll try to write. Okay, and echo what is that? uh, just X without using dollar. Okay, these were all of the two things. Echo $X with single quotations and X will not give you the value. Okay, it just prints whatever it is visible. Whatever you had printed, something visible or whatever. Okay, so like rules, how do you define like and note something? You can have default value of a variable is non-empty. Non-empty. I'll try to tell whenever we are trying to deal in detail about variables, but yeah, you can remember. And rules, you will be rules to define variables. Okay, how do you define something? Like first rule is something variable variable name should be have only from A to Z, capital A to Z, and 0 to 9 and underscore via this itself. Okay, it should start. Okay, don't start with number. We should not start it with number. Don't include space. We can use, like, let's say the space like this. You should not give the underscore space. You can give like this. Okay, I'll try to write the example as well. The space, something like this. Okay, replace with underscore if it is required. It is a case sensitive. And if you are trying to, okay, so something in Python, like something like echo X is equal to 25 you had defined. And if you are printing dollar capital X, it will not work. It will not work. And this is meaning, like, notice something, default value of a variable is none or empty. So I don't have this, but I'm trying to print. You are getting empty. You are not getting any error. What I mean to say, you will not get any error. Okay, and like, don't take keyword as a, what are all keywords that are available? We'll try to tell. Okay, variable, don't take keyword as variable. So something, these were all of the conditions you can remember and define your variable. Okay. So on rough note, you can have something, the any name and underscore you can give any name you can give, and underscore if needed something you can give. So there will be some loop like for loop will be there for 30. If you try to give define, it will also print, but I'll try to tell some of the variables. Okay, 30, like, but it is not preferred, okay, to use, like if is something keyword, okay, you'll try to give 45. These kind of things I'm telling to not use. Okay, if or something, like until, it is one predefined things. Okay, until or while. Okay, this will be executing continuously. Okay, until the loop gets failed, you will be having this. Okay, so while all of these things. So like we will be having different things. Yes, okay, we will be having different things, different types of variables. Different variables are like user defined variables you will be having, and system defined variables you will be having, and you will be having variables using env. We'll try to talk variables using env and the print env, special variables. Okay, we will try to talk in detail, but you can understand different types of variable. You need to automate all of your manual tasks. That is the main agenda. Okay, like for that you need to be good with respect to all of your scripting and all of the things. And this is something, shell scripting is restricted to Linux servers. Shell scripting is restricted to Linux platform. And Python or PowerShell scripting is a cross platform. Cross platform in the sense you can use for Linux, Windows servers, or Linux server, anything. Okay, that also you need to have. And yeah, we'll try to see all of the basic commands. Like you should be knowing all of the grep command, you should be knowing tar command, you should know d command. You should try to have zip commands like unzip, hover, unzip. Okay, we'll try to, you should know while loop, you should know for loop, but we'll try to discuss in detail. Okay, for loop, while loop, until. Okay, how do you execute, like with respect to like for at the rate you will try to have. Okay, for at the rate, like parameters, like in detail things. Until, while loop, for is there, until is there, if is there, if L is there, if else is there, all of the things. You should be good with respect to vim, you should be with respect to good with cat, you should be good with respect to off. Okay, all of the things, majority of the things, NR and all of the things. Grep in the sense, not only grep, you will be having different options, hyphen, capital A, all. When point comes, we'll try to discuss. As it is day one, I'm not going in detail. Hyphen I, okay. Hyphen I is for ignoring case sensitive. Hyphen V is to have just to have like ignoring except that. So let's say like a grep forward slash, and I'll try to give this one. Okay, I'll try to keep in double quotes, guys. It is best practice, and I'll try to say etc sudoers. Okay, permission denied. I'll try to use sudo. So you'll try, except V I had missed, sorry. So I just want to see uncommented. So you will try to see only the required one. Okay. Only which user is there, Ansible is there. Okay. All of these things. We'll try to see in detail things. Hyphen L is there. Okay. what are all the things that you will be using as well. Only on that context we'll try to say, and rest of the things I'll try to tell on rough note -h. Okay. And how do you see, guys, how do you send an automatic alert, all of the things when disk space is full? Okay, for that disk space you need to be good. Okay, how do you see like disk-u? Okay, and you will try to say disk-a. Okay, do you have, and if you want to start it from start? Okay, so let me go with respect to sudo su. Okay, how do you say whenever like top command or pm command? Okay, how do you check when the load average, all the monitoring as well? We'll try to see max to max. We'll try to use Prometheus and Grafana, but on rough note which things are using, like how do you use truncate command, truncate? Okay, all of these things as well we'll try to see in detail. How do you string the logs? I mean in shell scripts, all of the things in an advanced level. So as it is just an intro to today, just we'll try to see all the things what are all we will try to cover. We'll try to close up this, taking max to max. Okay, max to max duration, a 1 month duration, 30 days. Okay, and on Saturdays and Sundays we'll try to have revision, guys. Complete revision we'll try to have, and it will be from it is something 13th, right? By Jan 13. Okay, we'll try to wind it up, and after Jan 30 you should be very good with respect to shell scripting. That is what the intention, and it is very slow as you all know, and I'm unable to, like, it is something Diwali, hell number of noises are being, so that is the reason. So we'll try to write how do you have all the things in detail. Okay. As it is day one, I just don't want to go in detail. Let me take up your doubts. If you have any doubts, you can go ahead, guys. Everyone should be able to write all of the automation. That is what the intention. And let me give an access to unmute. Can unmute and ask what are all the things. And it is day one itself, guys. Don't worry. Okay. I just have given some basic echo things. That's it. And you don't need to worry about -e, -n, and all of this. We'll try to discuss tomorrow. And if anyone has any doubts, you can let me know, or we'll try to one of them. And Linux session, and it is day one. Okay, don't try to come in between and ask, guys. It is very difficult for me to address all of your questions if you don't know some concept and when other concept is going on. Okay, so if you try to ask that concept, that becomes very messy. On daily note you can attend, for sure daily you can attend, you'll become masters. Okay, that's what I feel. I mean, not only for my training or anyone's. Okay, on daily note if you try to practice, you'll become very good in any of the subjects. That's what I mean. Yeah, any doubts, guys? When I ask any doubts, please do respond if you have doubts or no doubts.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi Sairam, go ahead.
So if you can go with PowerShell and Python also. So in general, what scripting will be used in most of the organizations?
You are going with
Or
Azure admin or completely Azure platform, completely with respect to Azure or all of things, PowerShell you need to go a bit good. Or see, guys, script logic will be Linux commands anyway will be same. Okay, we'll try to club Linux commands and we'll try to make a script here. So you should know whether if you want to go with PowerShell or Python, you should know Linux commands. That is basic. So here
okay.
we'll try to play with respect. So even if you are write Python script, you should be good with Linux. So
Mhm.
if you want to opt on specific mode, you can go with PowerShell. Okay, Azure.
Okay.
And Azure PowerShell will support Linux and Windows. Yeah. And you will not get too much of support with respect to PowerShell outside as well. If you got stuck at any point, script
Okay.
people will be helping people. Like you can take up.
Sure. For this shell scripting, we'll get a much community help if you have any issues.
Yeah. I mean, sort of help you will be getting. PowerShell limited people were there.
Okay. And my second question is, I am interested in this Linux admin and shell scripting. So, what is your suggestion? I want to go to parallelly, or after completion of Linux admin, need to continue with shell
You can
scripting?
continue parallel. You just need to focus what all the notes, all the history, whatever I told, that is more than enough.
Okay.
To understand or to practice, you need to practice all of the things on daily note for half an hour or once the class is over. You just need to have a plan. That is more than enough. People will leave like that. Okay. And coming like this March, there will be huge hiring, and people for sure they will be recruiting. If you try to say offline interview, like in like I know this kind of, I know monitoring, I know cost optimization, I know shell scripting, any one concept at least. If people were very limited, to be honest, outside. I'm getting a lot of, I'll keep my mic. Okay. I'll
So
very
if I practiced
people were
everything
there
as
with
per
me.
our these
Okay, who know,
sessions and
like in DevOps, you should know like Ansible or Pulsar or anything like Docker, Kubernetes. Kubernetes is in the sense not kubectl get pods, kubectl get nodes. Okay, end-to-end cluster. How do you maintain? How do you take the backup of the cluster? How do you maintain? Like how do you assign some of the resource quotas, resource limit, service mesh, HTO, ingress, OpenShift, Rancher. So how we can have a efficient like all of the Docker files, how we can have pulling to ECR, so how we can provision the EKS cluster via Terraform. So something, any particular things. I'm not saying only this Kubernetes or Ansible or Terraform. You should be good or AWS. So AWS in the sense people feel only EC2, S3, IAM. So that is not the case, guys. Okay, you should be very good with respect to AWS, Lambda, or some of the other service, VPC. People say that I know
AWS offers around
they will not be
3,000
able
plus
to say
services,
the
right?
difference between
Everybody can't
basic
be
IP,
proficient in that.
V4, IP, V6, and if you try to tell them to assign a new network or something like how many microservices you need to take up or own the responsibility, for sure you will be getting lost. Okay. Some or the other things you should be very strong, and some things you can say, yeah, I'm learning. So people definitely will trust you and give you the job whenever you're trying to shift. A number of calls like that. People will see, only they'll attend or they'll try to learn for 2 days or 3 days, and they'll after 1 week they'll try to revise again. So that will not work. On a consistent note, if you are able to work hard till January ending or Feb ending, definitely I believe that you all will be coming with flying colors. What? Yeah, I'll try to remove my hear you whenever you're talking, because I have kept mic because of this. Any other doubts?
Hey, this is Mohammed. I have questions like, your class will be every day at the same time, because I'm in US time.
Every day the same timing, and except Ansible or DevOps batch will be going from 4:30 to 6:30. Sorry, 4:30 to 6 around. And new DevOps batch will be starting definitely. That is from next Monday mostly. New DevOps and cloud, as it is very hectic to launch all of the things. Okay, and like
4:30 means Indian time, 4:30?
yes, IST, Indian Kolkata.
IST, okay. So another question is like, sometimes if I can attend the class, how I can get access to your
You will be getting recordings, not at all a problem.
recording, and like the note you taking, is there any way we can get access to it?
Sorry, which
The
one?
note you are taking, like
Yes. Everything, notes, whatever we type, whatever the class, everything will be sent to your mail. All the things, and we'll try to take and we'll try to refer like we have a number of references, to be honest, but there were very limited people to refer. Actually, not getting people who are all, and our referrals are very high referrals, actually, to be honest. And it is not US, you are US, right? I don't see
Yeah.
that US, but we can do. But for Indian people, for sure, we will be giving references. But there is lot much of, okay, that is the reason. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, end to end will be short. End to end.
And these are the paid courses, right?
Yeah, this is paid course.
Okay, I don't know how to get enrolled because I feel a couple of courses, that I'm interested in, but I don't know how to pay and anything
You can
like.
reach out to this number for sure. If you try to, we had given all of the things. Okay, all of the things to this number. Admin, if it is not correcting, you can type directly with the technologies. Okay, Anil is okay.
Yeah, but I am not sure what courses that I really needed. That's why I'm attending your classes. Accordingly, then I will.
Let me share up the course. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, Let me take the syllabus just a second.
And same link to join every day for the class.
You are able to see this screen, right?
Yes, I can see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is complete AWS Linux, okay, and DevOps syllabus. This all we will try to cover at Linux. The point here we are covering is something because you can say that you had worked at Linux admin for 2 years or something. You don't want to portray yourself with high things, okay?
Yeah,
You
which
know,
I am. That's fine. Yeah. Um, there are some courses like, I would like to refresh myself. That is fine. Um,
so this is something shell scripting, okay?
yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
So that's in detail analysis of grep cut, all of them. Okay. So something we'll try to talk in detail of cut command or what are
This is the syllabus that you're showing. This is
this is for scripting the
for the
right now.
scripting. Okay,
This is overall like Linux and DevOps and things. So DevOps is something like end to end, like module one is something, okay, and
that's good.
module with Git, okay, handling push merge conflict, setting up GitHub, all of these Git
Mm-hmm.
GitHub modules, Git cherry pick, stash, squash, Git delete, all this thing. Okay,
Okay, this is parts course. Yes.
and there is
Mm.
something Docker, okay, Docker network inspect and assigning a container, controlling Docker from Docker networking, Jenkins, okay, Jenkins and all of the things using server slaves and scripted pipelines and declarative pipelines. For this, scripting will be involved, okay. So something
Mm-hmm.
this is when you know because he will try to have integration with various. This is something configuration management tool, Ansible. We are writing Ansible Ginger templates, and this one we are trying to have like we need to purchase Ansible Galaxy. Except this, all other things we'll try to deliver. Okay, we will try to run as well. Okay, and this is something Kubernetes different. Okay, cluster IP load balancer networking. Okay, HTTPS interest route to the services, PVC storage, and stateful sets, stateful application daemon sets. Here we'll try to show you ELK how you can deploy. Okay, Helm chart, CI/CD with Kubernetes, continuous Kubernetes deploy plugin will be there. We'll try to have scaling the application down. Okay, scaling the pods is one thing, and cluster nodes is one thing which, and you will try to have analyzation of all of the logs. Okay, we'll try
monitoring.
yeah, all the logs we'll try to write the rules. Okay, alert rule and yaml is our main file. Okay, we'll try to see all of the logs in dashboard. Okay, we'll try to see what are all the metrics we monitor on a user node. The same things will be shown here. Okay, load average, how do you monitor? Okay, CPU, this all these things we'll try to monitor. Okay, this okay, building, adding visualization alerts. Okay, for Grafana, we can give any of the things as an input, right? InfluxDB or Prometheus, anything. Okay, Grafana data sources can accept anything, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so this is something Terraform. Okay, in detail, Terraform and Docker and Kubernetes has lot much of scope, remote local storage and variables, all of the things, Terraform functions. Okay, Terraform modules. So once we are good with respect to all of the Terraform files, then only you will be able to understand this concept. Okay, and this is some only AWS basic things which is being given for DevOps course. Okay, something available. The AWS separate things were there. Okay, that we'll try to have, but this is an overall. Okay, we'll try to have.
Yeah, this is the in detail, so this is a lot of opportunity to learn. So your class will be starting from like how many hours, and what will be the days?
So DevOps, cloud, Linux, and all of the things will take 4 months on a rough note. If you want to go ahead with only shell scripting, which will take 1 month, and if you want to go ahead with respect to Linux, it will take only Linux administration. It will take something 60 days. Okay, in detail, in the sense, okay, we don't need that much of Linux. You can, and I'll try to have 2 hours or 3 hours at times, right? Whenever I'm flexible, if people were okay. That can take up to 45 days, something like that. Okay, so it depends on what course you choose. So my classes will be held daily on like at 7 to 8:30 and 4:30 only for this week. Rest of the things ma'am will handle. Another ma'am will be there, and at 9 to 10:30 Linux I'll try to handle.
Okay, that's good.
So Linux syllabus I'll try to share. If you are okay, just a second.
Yes, please. And if you also can share with me the courses that you just showed.
Yeah. I'll try to share.
Please.
So this is Linux syllabus. You are able to see, right?
Yes, I can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see your name. I just see. May I know your name, sir?
Shankar.
Shankar. Okay.
But you are able to see the syllabus, right?
Yes, Shankar. Yeah.
Yeah. So this were all of the things we'll try to see. Okay. This will not be covered. This will be covered under the other things. On rough note, we'll try to have something, but we have added here. Okay. Doubts, we'll try to have troubleshooting skills, interview guidance, resume, and this one we'll try to have only 5 or something like that. We don't want to cover, I don't want to cover, like that is the reason I had given briefs, like let's say MySQL. It depends upon student, like an FS if you want, or if you want to go with Samba, if you want to go with FTP or SSH, or in detail anything in Nginx, okay, web servers, Jenkins, anything, syslog server.
One other question that I only ask you, I don't know, it's like while I'm working, if I have any issues that I need help to resolve, do you guys?
So it depends upon the time constraints, and depends upon your workload. If it is something, yeah, we'll try to set it up, not a problem. But
Oh, you can do that. Okay. So that's how, like, sometimes if I get dead in, like, something I started, but it didn't work, I troubleshoot and everything, but it didn't. I need something like, some kind of assistance. Like in that case, you guys can, help.
yes. You are working as Linux admin or DevOps? Or
I'm
cloud?
a DevOps. I'm a DevOps engineer. I've
Okay.
been working in this field last couple of years.
Okay, fine. That's not at all a problem. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
discuss. You can reach out to the number, same thing. Okay.
Yeah. So that's how, I need to keep in touch with you, and if need be, then we can connect, and like not right now, but so it's like if I take a course, definitely it needs takes in times to
Yeah, it will not try. It will not complete so easily, to be honest. People won't understand that, but that's not a problem. People will listen on rough note if they say only some or the other things. If they get output, they will feel that they know. But yeah, so we'll
Okay.
talk at a separate note. If you have any technical doubts, you can go ahead, or we can wind it up.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah, any
Shankar.
other doubt, guys, on a technical note?
So for Linux, we should come back at 9, huh?
Yes.
9 or 10?
Yeah, 9.
9. Okay. All right.
Thanks, yes.